Hi, thank you for joining me again today. Um, I'm coming to you with a video that I am pretty much a expert on. I have very thin, fine hair. Not just thin and fine, but thin and fine with very little of it. So it's been like a life's journey, like for as long as I can remember, to find products that will give my body like the volume, give my hair the volume and body that makes me happy, not self-conscious, and gives me confidence. And I just wanted to share like some of the best products with you. Some both high-end and high performing drugstore products. There's quite a few. I'm not going to go through my whole hair collection because we'd be here till next year, but I believe the same system with hair care as I do with my skincare. You always switch your styling products up periodically because otherwise they become less effective. If you use the same styling products day after day after day after year after year. So, I guess we'll start with dry shampoo. My number one pick. Now, this isn't, I have a ton of dry shampoos, like leave-in conditioners, but right now I'm focusing on the ones I own that I use when I'm looking for volume and body. So, my number one pick for that, it's a newer product in the market. It just came out, and when I bought it, the only place it could be found was on Ulta's website, and it's by one of my favorite hair care and skincare companies, OGX. It's called Fiberful Body Renew Dry Shampoo. This is made specifically for women with fine hair. Um, it does, like, some days, like when on hair wash days when I don't necessarily need to use dry shampoo, instead of using my regular texturizer, I might use this depending on what style I'm going for. It gives a lot of volume, a lot of lift at the roots. It does have like a really white cast, but that shakes out so easily, so it's not even really a problem. And my second choice, the other one I always have on hand, but didn't feel like digging out is the Batiste, and I like the I think it's the Wild and Sexy scent. The only Batiste dry shampoo I will never buy again is the blush scented one. That was the first time I ever bought dry shampoo, and the smell triggered my gag reflex, and it took me another 2 years to give dry shampoo a try. But the OGX Fiberful and the Batiste dry shampoo, any whatever scent you prefer, that also gives a lot of body volume and boost when you're not when on your unwashing days. Because us girls with really fine thin hair know that unlike girls with thicker hair, I know personally I can only skip one day without washing. So it's every other day is a dry shampoo day. I can't go 3-4 days without washing my hair because it'll get so greasy and nothing in the world will give it lift. Um, hmm. Next, we'll talk about shampoos and conditioners. There's three different ones I use. The ones I'm currently using are it's from Thicker Fuller Hair, and it's what the brand and the product is called, and it's a shampoo conditioner. Um, it has a Celluplex pure plant extract, um, marine flora complex, whatever it is in it really does. It gives, when you get out of the shower, you do your hair, like, it really does give your body nice volume, and and lift. The other two are from OGX, and they're since this is the shampoo and conditioner I'm currently using for the next 2 weeks, the other two are in my backup cosmetic closet, which is like chock full of crap. I didn't want to pull them out, but I will let you know OGX, one of them by OGX, the biotin and collagen one, is the one in the purple bottles. That shampoo and conditioner combination is my number one pick. And then in the white bottle, the coconut water shampoo and conditioner, and it's different from the coconut oil. You'll see like the shampoo is actually clear, comes in a clear bottle, and the shampoo color is clear, and the conditioner comes in a white bottle, and it's the coconut water. That I really like because it gives fine thin hair volume and body, and also like good a lot of hydration and like essential vitamins and stuff that it needs to be healthy and strong. One thing I do, and like some fine thin hair girls are really afraid of hair oils. Don't be. Just be afraid of using too much. I always include some kind of, whether it be an oil or a dry oil in my hair, to give my hair some type of moisture throughout the day. And if it's, sometimes I'll even take my dry oils and refresh like throughout the day, just so my hair's getting moisture, because I didn't educate myself on hair care for so many years, and I had really fried hair from color processing and heat styling, and it took me so many years to get healthy hair. Like, I know it looks a little bit of a mess now, but it's like 5 in the morning, and I used my steam crimper last night, so this is, I mean, but it's still, you can tell it's like healthy again and all. My number one pick with hair oils is the Paul Mitchell Skinny Serum. This is really good stuff. It's a little pricey, so I don't, like, I try to see this and use this, like, either, like, when I have something special to go to, or when I know I'm going to be out in public a lot that day. And really it takes, like, a pea size or less amount. And the way I use this is I just work it into my damp hair before drying. And normally, like, I'll just do a blowout on that day, like blow out on that day, not curl, crimp, wave, or anything. And it leaves such a nice shine, good manageability, and it just leaves your hair looking so beautiful and healthy, and it does not weigh it down. It will, though, if you use too much, so beware. A couple of the other oils I wanted to go through. My other high-end one is the Marc Jacobs Coconut and Shea oil. But I lent that to my neighbor, but that's really good too. With that one, I'll use it the same way as the Skinny Serum. Wherever the heck I just put that. Oh, okay. Or on second day hair, I'll use the dry shampoo in my roots, and then rub the Marc Jacobs oil in between my hands, and just like pat it on the end so it looks real conditioned and it looks like just washed hair. The other two actual oils that I prefer are and this isn't really an oil. I don't use this as an oil in my hair. I use this as I'll put this oil in my hair and use it as an overnight treatment. It's from OGX, and it's the coconut milk anti-breakage serum. And I don't use this during the day. I use this on nights before hair wash days, and I let it sit overnight, and it really makes my hair a lot healthier. But this Garnier Fructis, the Moroccan Sleek Oil, I will put in my damp hair from like the mid shaft to the ends, because it really does like keep up the health of my hair, and it also departs a lot of shine and everything. And as for dry oils, my number one pick in that is L'Oreal Total Repair. It's from their 5-in-1 Total Repair collection. They have a dry oil out. And then I happen to have the Maui brand at this time, but I'll buy different brands of like the coconut dry oil for my hair throughout the day. It might not give you volume or or body, but I also wanted to make note and didn't weigh it down, and it's like they're essential to keeping your hair healthy, especially if you use heat styling, color treatments, and stuff like that. So, as for leave-in conditioners, the two that I have that I turn to when I'm looking for volume and body is the It's a 10 Silk Express Miracle Silk Leave-In. Not the regular It's a 10 leave-in or It's a 10 with keratin. This is the silk one, and if you read it, it said one of the things that this is made to do is to give body and volume to fine hair, and it does do a good job. And since it's a lotion consistency, I don't spray it directly in my hair. I'll spray it in my hands, rub it in between my hands, and then work it through my hair to make sure I don't put too much in. But this does give nice volume. And then, of course, my beloved, my holy grail, Sebastian Potion 9 Light. This is a wonderful spray and leave-in conditioner. It does so many things for your hair. Besides giving it body and volume, it gives it manageability, it gives it shine, it just gives it this unbelievably healthy look. It is pricey, but I love it. And for fine hair girls, make sure it is the Potion 9 Light that you're buying, not the regular Potion 9. Let's move on to root boosters, and the two that I use for volume is the OGX Bamboo Fiberful thickening root booster. I just spray it throughout my hair into my at my roots, and then I use my fingers to massage it throughout my scalp into my roots. And then the L'Oreal Boosted Air Blown Texture Mist. It's a root spray. I used to do the same thing. They both give a lot of lift at the roots. And then we have some volumizing sprays. I picked my two top ones, but I have a third one that's by OG. Hold on one second. Okay, I couldn't leave this out. So, we have some volume sprays. Now, these are not root boosters. They don't get sprayed in your roots. They're not gels. They're not mousses. These are just sprays, volumizing sprays. You spray throughout your hair sparingly, and they plump your hair shaft and give you a bunch of body. My number one pick for that is the Rusk Thick. It gives amazing volume and body. My head looks like a whole different person's out of hair when I use this. And again, it is pricey. I use it sparingly. I don't use it, obviously, if I know it's going to be an at-home day or anything like that. I also like the John Frieda Luxurious Volume Fine to Full Blowout Spray. This imparts a lot of body and volume, and it cuts your blow drying time down. So that gives you two benefits. Your hair is exposed to the heat for less time, and you get a lot of body volume and lift from spraying this throughout your hair. And I couldn't leave out my O2 Weightless Lifting Tonic from OGX. It works the same as the Rusk and the John Frieda. You spray it throughout your hair just as the volumizer. It works great. I love it. It's very affordable. OGX is one of my favorite go-to hair care brands because all their products work beautifully, and they are affordable. So next we will move on to thickening lotions. And I only have two that I use for that. I had the Marc Anthony Instantly Thick Volume thickening styling lotion. This is my number one pick. It gives a whole lot more body volume and lift than the other one, especially but it's heat activated, just like the John Frieda one, I believe, is heat activated too. Like, you can't put this in your hair, air dry it, and expect to have volume. You put this in your hair and you put a blow dryer to it for it to work, and it works best if you use like a round brush to style your hair as you blow it out. But it does give impressive volume and body. You'd like be surprised, and you would think it might be a little bit pricier, but you can get this on Amazon or even eBay for like a more than reasonable price. I think for this bottle, this last bottle, I paid $6.99 free shipping, and that's really, really not bad at all. And this next one, this thickening lotion, it works well. Not as good as the Marc Anthony one, but it still works well. It's very noticeable, the results. It's a newer product, I believe, because I just first saw it out on the shelf the very last time I was out shopping, and it's from Tresemme. It's the Tresemme Expert Beautiful Volume and Softener. It's too dark, I can't read, but it's the same thing as it's a styling lotion. You work it throughout your hair before you blow dry, and it gives it a lot of body and lip. And then as far as mousses and hairspray, my number one, mousses and gel. I try not to use gel too much because it's a lot more drying to your hair than mousse. Mousse has a lot of mousse has a lot of ingredients in it that are good and moisturizing for your hair. What I used or yesterday technically, was the Bedhead Totally Baked, but my first pick is the Got To Be Collagen infused mousse that's sitting over on my dresser. And then of course this Bedhead Totally Baked. They are really both good mousses for a lot of volume and lift. And sometimes when I use like the thickening spray and then like styling cream, they all have like a very little hold to them. If I just want a little extra hold and body, I use my Chai. Oh, this isn't it. This is the Chai Iron Guard. It's one of the thermal protectants I use, but it's called the Chai Bodifying Glaze, and it's a spray gel, so it's very easy to control the amount you put in your hair, and I'll just spray that throughout my hair, like very sparingly, for a little extra hold and a little extra volume, and it does a very good job. Because like the Potion 9 is a leave-in conditioner, doesn't have a heat protectant in it. So, and even after I dry my hair, if I'm gonna curl it, crimp it, wave it, whatever, I will apply a thermal protectant again before putting another hot tool to my head. And the Chai 44 Iron Guard is my favorite, and then I also use the Tresemme Thermal Guard, and they both do a great job of protecting your hair from the heat. I just feel the China Glaze leaves you with a lot less frizz and a lot more shine. So this I wanted to take note of, because this Not Your Mother's is my second favorite drugstore hair brand from OGX. I love a lot of their products, and their Double Take Dry Finish Texturizing Spray on wash days. Every time I'm done blow drying my hair, this goes in my hair. It gives even if I have a lot of body and volume in my hair from the products I use before blow drying it, this takes it to the next level. It's like, you can hear it's almost empty. I go through this like crazy. Okay, let's see. Just as little side notes, like with the Thicker Fuller Hair Shampoo and Conditioner system, they also have this thickening serum that I use, and it has a slight hold to it. And if I use this, I will not use a volumizing spray. I use this in place of a volumizing spray. as well as a most of the time I won't use a volumizing cream with this either. If I use the thickening serum, I'll just use this, the leave-in conditioner, the a root lifter, and then like a volumizing mousse or gel. But this is really good stuff, and it's very affordable as well. As far like styling products, the big and sexy powder play texturizing powder. I'm sure you've all heard of this. It's a big product of theirs. It's just this powder that you like lightly sprinkle at the root, and like you tease it or use your fingers to puff it up, and it's like instant poof. Like it's like, well, where did that hair come from? So this is really good stuff. And then I'm never without this. This is the Big Sexy Hair Get Layered Flash Dry spray. And I don't use this as a holding spray. What I'll do, let's say I'm doing like an updo, like a really complicated updo, or I want like a bun that looks like thick and full. I spray this throughout my hair and use my fingers to puff it up, and my hair looks really, really, really full. And it, when I do my updos, like there's, like you can't like tell that like I have real thin fine hair. I love this stuff. Again, like this bottle's almost empty, so it's time to reorder. As far as hairsprays, the two that I have to share with you is the John Frieda Luxurious Volume. They recently changed their formula, so if you've used it in the past and didn't like it, try it again. They really have improved on it. The nozzle is a lot better. It's just a fine mist that comes out, and it doesn't give you a stiff, like, crinkly hold to your hair. And then also, back to the brand Thicker Fuller Hair, their hairspray is awesome too. They both give your hair volume. They both have a nice hold without the stiff, crunchy feeling. They're both great. And then, of course, when you're done your look, you want a little bit of shine, and there's two products I use for that. Either the L'Oreal Nutri-Gloss. I love this stuff. It smells amazing, and it does give your hair a really nice shine. The only thing is it's like $7 for this small container, and you go through it pretty fast. And I had it right here. And then my first choice is always the Bed Head TG Head Rush. This is a good shine product for your hair because it doesn't weigh your hair down. It makes your hair smell like candy. I love the smell of it and gives it shine. This, it won't necessarily weigh your hair down. You don't want to spray too much of it in because it does like give it a wet feeling. So if you've like blow dried your hair or did your hair and you have a nice like bountiful look to it, this has a wet feeling to it, and it will kind of like sit on that and flatten it out a little bit to where this goes on completely dry but still in part shine and smells like delectable. I'm addicted to the smell. Sometimes I put it in my hair when I don't even need shine just because I want this. I just want to smell it. I just want my hair to smell like this. And then the last thing is my favorite hair utensil. This is the John Frieda ceramic round brush, and you can see it's really big. Even though my hair is only just touching my shoulders now, as you can see, this is the perfect brush to use. And the reason that I recommend the ceramic thermal round brush is because it's made with the ionic technology and it's ceramic, so your hair, like, because of the material it's made from, it heats up from within, so your hair dries your hair a lot faster than with a normal round, like, plastic round brush. And it also has that ionic like part to it to where it smooths your hair cuticle. You're not left with frizz. It leaves a nice shine, nice smooth hair, healthy looking. And I bought the big one, and it works beautifully with my hair. Put a little bit of like thickening cream and all, but those are like the top volume giving products that I've found to work. And if they work on my hair, they'll work on pretty much anybody's hair, because I have thin, fine hair. I always have, and being 38, not having a lot of it has gotten even worse. I had twins at 37, and anyone who's had a baby knows that the months after having a baby, you lose hair at an alarming rate. So these products make it look like I still have a full head of hair. Then I can almost guarantee they'll work for you. So I hope this imparted a little bit of knowledge. Like I said, there was high-end and drug-end brand that, but just because, like, I'm not saying like the higher-end ones are any more effective than the drug brand ones, because if they weren't effective, I wouldn't buy them. Trust me when I say, throughout my life, I must have bought every single product on the market that promised body and volume to hair. These are the ones that work. I can depend on them. They're my go-tos. You'll never not find them in stock in my house. So I really hope this helps you fine girl ladies out. Any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will respond promptly. Thank you for tuning in, and you have a lovely day.